So Keith, my very favorite time of year is fall, and part of why I love it is all of the great plants available for you to plant in the fall.
Well, that's exactly right. It's a great time to plant a lot of perennials, like you brought out here, some of the Gloriosa daisies and asters, and look at these mums and pansies. They're wonderful.
The best part about fall planting is it's a great time to take all of those planters, all of the old plants that are looking a little bit puny at this point, rip them out of the garden, plant some of these great varieties of fall plants available at all your independent garden centers so that you have great color lasting way into November.
That's absolutely right. This is the time of year that in the garden centers you get the fall bulbs showing up. And these are bulbs you plant in fall for spring flowers. And a good example of that are tulips. Tulips, daffodils, hyacinths, crocuses, you get the idea. All of those sorts of things are available in the fall as bulbs, and this is when they're the least expensive. You don't want to wait till spring and buy them already potted and blooming. They'll be a whole lot more expensive.
And they don't last very long. This is really truly the way to go,
Yeah.
especially things like daffodils. They'll naturalize, so you'll get more even the following year.
Go into the garden centers early. Late August, early September, that's when you're going to get the best selection. And always buy the largest bulbs you can find. The bigger the bulbs, the bigger the flowers, because the flowers are already set in these bulbs for next year. And the key to planting these things is to remember to water them in well once you've planted them, because they root in right away. And water them during the winter if it's dry. And the way I do that, to remind myself, is I always plant pansies where I plant bulbs. So I remember where to put the water.
And one of my favorite things to do in the fall is it's not too late to get some crops.
Crops is right. There's a lot of vegetable crops that you can plant or replant for a fall crop. Things that grow quickly and mature fast, like within 30 days. Things like lettuces, radishes, spinach, peas you could even put in now. And fall is a traditional time for planting garlic. So get that in the ground. It'll even send up some foliage and winter through as green foliage.
So just because summer's coming to an end does not mean your gardening enthusiasm should be coming to an end as well. There's a lot to do to make sure the garden is looking good. But speaking of the summer coming to an end, I think we need to go inside and start talking about bringing some outside plants in.